Hi everybody. I'm a little bit late for filming monthly and I'm sorry if there's a lot of glare on my glasses. I turned the brightness down on my monitor, but it doesn't seem to be making that much of a difference, unfortunately. So I might be having my head down a bit. So I have a quick update. I have one finished object. I don't think you saw it at all last time. And then I have 3 whips that I've been working on. And I have stitch counts for everything, or at least what I've done since I recorded. I'm hoping to do it a little bit more frequently, but we'll see how it goes. So finished object, I didn't fully finish anything. Like I still haven't done the hoop finish. I'm getting stuck on washing it. I just don't take it upstairs and flip and wash it. So one project that I did in the last, I think it's been 5 weeks. I think the last recording was July 4th. So I did, what's it called? It's an Homage to Sleep token by Noctiflora. It's a small one. I think it's like 1,250 stitches. I did this on 36 count RoxyFloss in Seance, which is a very dark purple. It's designed to be on very dark fabric. I don't know if I will ever do one of her patterns again. I mean, it's really pretty, and I'm really looking forward to getting some kind of like black frame. It's going to fit in like a 5x7 frame. So I'm going to do like a black gothic frame for it. It's going to go on the wall beside the band poster that we got from the concert we went to. But there were so many colors in this. There's 1,250 stitches ish. That could be wrong. Yeah, that's 1,250 stitches, and there's like 14 colors. The lettering alone has 3 colors. Like everything has 3 colors. There's 3 golds, there's 3 grays, there's 3 greens, there's 3 reds, there's 3 pinks, there's 3 of everything. And I don't think my backstitch on the moths and stuff actually looks that bad for my second time doing backstitch ever. So yeah, I'm hoping to get that up sooner rather than later, but I have to find a frame that I like. And Michael's doesn't have anything. Oh, maybe with Halloween they would. I'm thinking if I go and find something that maybe has a picture where I can take the picture out and reuse it, that might work since all the Halloween stuff is out. So, but I need to go like actually do that. So then the first thing I want to show you is I spent quite a bit of time on Blue Jay. I'm probably not going to have before and after pictures. I'm sorry. I'm not prepared, clearly. So this is where I am on it. I did a lot of the dark blue and a lot of the royal blue, and I've started doing some of the white. Since I last recorded, I did 1,864 stitches on it. This is being done on 28 count even weave that I got at Michael's. It's in mostly the called for colors, except I substituted 939 for 310, just to make a little bit more blue. Not that you can really tell that it's blue, but that's okay. So yeah, that's coming along. I am at 56.05%. Once I'm done this, then I have the top half kind of done, and then I need to do the bottom half less a little bit. Let me see. This square right there, that's the middle of the piece right there. So you can see I'm definitely, once I finish that out, I'll probably be at 60%, I'm assuming. So that got quite a bit of work. I'm trying to get this done this year to give it to my mom, and I want enough time to like get it custom framed. But I don't know if that's going to work out. Her birthday is December 1st and then Christmas, so I have like time. Well, some time. But I also have options as to when it gets to her. The next thing that I spent quite a bit of time working on was my Fox and Rabbit Sal. I am doing this on 28 count linen 1/1 in DMC 3740. It's like a mauvey, dark mauve. And this is natural cashel linen. I am done January and I'm working on February. So that's where I'm at. I was not even nearly done January last time. I put 1,043 stitches on this since we last filmed. I am really enjoying it, and it's very pretty. I really want to work on it more, but other things take priority. So it's just in my little, I buy these little scrapbook containers, and I can keep my floss, my needles. I can even keep my Q-snap clips in there along with the floss or the fabric, the actual project, when it's not on a Q-snap. And it's just really convenient. I do have some haul as well. I forgot about that. And then I have a new project. So I talked last time about, I forgot. Okay. So this is not a great picture. Ooh. That's what Blue Jay looks like when it's done. And this is January to April, I think. January, and then February. March is the four, these ones, and then April are the corners. That's the only pattern I have uploaded right now. Of course, they've done a lot more since then. That's what the sampler looks like. It is available for free on their website until December 31st of this year. So if you have any interest, go do that. So I started a new project. I started my derp owl, winter hat owl. I am doing it without the background, but I do have the version with the background. I just marked all the stitches for the background. So my percentage complete, I'm at like 72% complete, and I've only done 2,442 stitches. I am doing this 1/1 on a 32 count, let me see, 32 count Icy Waters, 32 count Murano Lagana Icy Waters. I picked it up off of Stitch It Central. I don't remember who the dyer is for it. I should have looked that up. But that is where I am. So I'm working on the shadow underneath him, and then I've started working on the bottom roundness of his body. So the little fluffs from the hat will go here. You can see his little feet kind of outlined here, and I'm just picking away at that. I wanted to do the shadow so that it wasn't just a bird floating on a page, so that it actually looked like he was like standing on something. But the fabric is like a mottled blue. It's a lot more solid blue than I was expecting. I was kind of hoping for white with more blue modeling, but this is fine. It will do just fine. So that's what almost 2,500 stitches looks like on that. I've done 4 colors, and not even nearly all of the 4 colors. So yeah, this has kind of been my only thing that I've been working on recently. So a couple things, like I'm doing 1/1 on 2 of my projects, and especially on the 32 count and even on the 28, I was finding it difficult to see. So I picked up some stuff from Stitch It Central. I placed an order. I also have some fabric here to show you, in addition to some of the other things. So I picked up a size 28 needles. I found some at Michael's, and then I also ordered them from Stitch It Central. I really like Bowen needles. I don't think I have a package of them. I think I put them all away. But those are kind of that's most of what I have. Frosted Pumpkin sends Bowen needles with all of their kits. So I have quite a few kits. So I have quite a few of size 26 Bowen needles. The Michaels ones are fine too. I don't really know. I don't even think I've pulled any of the Bowen ones out because I couldn't find a pack of 28s on the Michaels website. And then when I went in store, I then found a pack of 28s. So I just bought them there. But I also, anyway. And then I also picked up these magnifying glasses. They're 2.25 times magnifying. And they clip on to my glasses. So they clip on to my glasses and then I can flip them up and flip them down. And it's not a lot of magnifying, but it's enough to make a difference. It does make it a little bit easier to stitch. These were, I think, $15. They come with a little like carrying case or carrying baggie. I should probably clean them, but I should probably clean my actual glasses too. So, you know, that's fun times. And then I bought some fabric. So the first piece that I have here is 32 count Brittany Lugana. This is Tudor Rose. This is a fat quarter. It's a very pale pink. It's probably not showing very well on screen, but it's a white with like pink modeling. It's very pretty. I have no idea what it's going to be for, but that's not a right now problem. I just liked the color, which is a whole other problem because we like the pretty things, but we cannot always afford the pretty things. So I have that, and then I bought 28 count gridded even weave. This is 2 fat quarters in one piece. My other piece of this is 4 fat quarters in one piece, but this is this times 2, this size times 2. I can unfold it yet again. I want to do Rainbow Dragon from Heaven and Earth Designs, and that will take my, I guess it's a yard. 4 fat quarters would be a yard of fabric, right? And then I also want to do Summer Blooms, also by Heaven and Earth Designs. But I don't want to start them yet because I already started Derpy Bird. And I think, I mean, I have the 2 other projects. Like I have 324 kind of behind me over there. And then I also have the Pumpkin Passport. But I haven't touched those in quite a while. Pumpkin Passport I haven't touched since I pulled out all my cross-stitch stuff earlier this year. So I'm kind of considering the 3 that I showed you like my active whips, and I don't have any kind of rotation. I don't spin a wheel. I kind of work on one until I get tired of it, and then I switch to a different one. And that's like, I've been working on Derpy Bird for like 2 weeks. I only started it in August. I realized that when I was looking at my numbers. So most of Blue Jay and Fox and Rabbit were done in July since my last recording. But Derpy Bird has all been done in August, and I'm just feel like working on him right now. I might switch to something else. We'll see. I do need to put in more work on Blue Jay. It's just kind of boring sometimes. And then I picked up a fat quarter of white 32 count opalescent. There you can see some of the shimmer. I loved the 32 count opalescent that I did on the finished, that I used for the finished object that I showed you last week or last month, which I need to wash and finish and whatever. And I loved it so much because it has, I don't think you can see it on camera, but it has like these really tiny little pink flecks in the fabric in addition to the glitter. And it's really, really subtle. Like you can't really see that it's there, especially from far away. But while you're stitching on it, it's so pretty. And I have like a bunch of other small hoop projects that I want to do. The one that my partner wants me to do is it says Not My Circus, Not My Monkeys with some pretty florals around it. So I just bought a fat quarter of 32 count white opalescent because I think it's pretty to work on. It's pretty and it's fun to work on. So I'm going to use that. I actually have quite a, like the seance, the piece that I did on seance is really small. So I have quite a bit of that left over. So I'll definitely be able to do another project on there. And then I also picked up a fat quarter of 36 count Magical Gray Edinburgh linen. So this is just a medium-ish gray, dark gray. This was kind of a backup for if Seance didn't work. And I also have some of those smaller hoop projects that will look really nice on a dark color. And I thought that would be really pretty to do something on. And it's not black, so it's not like too bad. Seance was difficult. Like this was difficult to stitch on sometimes just because it is very dark. And on this piece specifically, I tried to pick the most mottled section of the fabric so that there would be the most variation in a small space for a small pattern. And I definitely could have like done it closer to the edge and whatnot. But I do have like quite a bit of it. This is a fat eighth. This is not a fat quarter. I bought a fat eighth of this because this is RoxyFloss hand-dyed, expensive stuff. But yeah, so like I definitely have enough to do something quite decent with it. And I think that'll be really fun when I finally get there. You know, I want to finish some of the stuff that I have going. Blue Jay will probably be the only thing that I kind of finish this year. I'm expecting that to be my finish for this year. I might start another small one, but we'll see how it goes. I'm kind of really focused on what I'm doing right now and the projects that I'm working on because I'm really enjoying them. And I have like other stuff kitted. I've showed you last time what I have kitted up. But these are what I'm really enjoying. So yeah, I really need to work on my ums, hey? I'm trying to gather my thoughts. So yeah, this is a pretty short episode and that's okay. I don't have a lot of projects. I know everybody did like Halloween in July or Christmas in July, and a lot of people are starting to do Halloween stitching. I am not really into Halloween stitching or seasonal stitching in general. I just kind of work on what I feel like working on, which right now are the 3 that I showed you. I don't have any seasonal things planned. I might do the seasonal Quakers from Primrose Cottage. I kind of want to do them 1/1 and then frame them in one frame, like with 4 squares, one, you know, each season in like a 4 square in one frame. I think that would be really cute. But we'll see. That's ways down the road. So yeah, if you enjoyed this, please like, follow, subscribe, notifications, bell, comment. I'd love to know what you're working on, and I will talk to you hopefully sooner than last time. Bye.